My name is Peter Eulander. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer here at Cloud.com, and today I'd like to tell you a little bit about how we're building software that helps enterprises and service providers easily transform their data centers into cloud computing environments. Before we go into the how, let's talk a little bit about the why. The reality is the cloud computing market is exploding, and there's some really cool benefits that companies can realize by moving to this new way of consuming IT resources. Let's talk a little bit about the benefits that companies are starting to realize that deploy cloud services. From an end user perspective, I'm now presented with an unlimited or virtually unlimited pool of IT resources that I can access on demand. My business, it becomes more agile because I'm investing only in the areas that I need to go invest in to make my business successful. I'm reducing costs. On one side, I might be reducing costs by renting or using compute resources as I need it through a public service provider, or internally I've streamlined my IT operations and enabled true self-service computing, reducing my overhead of delivering IT infrastructure. And then finally, which is one of the coolest benefits of cloud computing, I don't have to invest in significant IT to focus on day-to-day operations and day-to-day facilitation of IT. I can actually redeploy or refocus those resources on things that are far more strategic to my business. When you think about the end user benefits, I am getting more. I'm getting it faster, and I'm getting it cheaper than how I used to use IT resource within my business. So it's pretty cool. There's actually three models of cloud computing. There is private cloud computing, where I'm hosting it. There is public cloud computing, where it's sitting in a service provider's data center. Or I could be deploying hybrid clouds, where I'm going to use both in some capacity for better scale and flexibility. Both of these models, or all of these models, are extremely viable for businesses today, and Cloud.com is actually focused on helping both service providers and enterprises build out their infrastructure as a service offering on common cloud APIs and common cloud standards. So let's talk a little bit about some of the components that we put into how we're building these infrastructure clouds at Cloud.com. So the process of building clouds, there's actually a lot of complexity that goes into this. It starts with common data center hardware, ranging from servers, switches, networking, storage, etc. On top of that, you have your virtualization layer, and that comes in the form of hypervisors as well as specialized network virtualization to storage virtualization. You need to be able to package that up to create your service offerings for your users, how you're basically metering and billing and charging for the services that you're offering. There's a resource manager to make sure that whatever is being made available is actually available, and the levels of quality and availability are distributed and managed within the system. You need to have a developer framework, common APIs, so that applications that are either custom built or already built for the cloud can seamlessly run within your infrastructure. And then ultimately, you have to provide an environment where an end user can actually use the service, spin up the components and spin up the resources. After all, this is one of the elements around self-service that drives down costs and increased agility. At Cloud.com, we are taking the complexity out of building infrastructure as a service clouds with our CloudStack platform. The CloudStack platform is an integrated software solution that simplifies and accelerates the configuration, deployment, and management of cloud computing services. Thanks for taking the time today to join us and learn about all of the cool things we're doing at Cloud.com. For more product information, product specifications, or even to take our product for a test drive, come visit us at www.cloud.com.